Hi there, this is Steve of Steve and Jennifer at the Common Milkweed. We sell native plants because we love nature, and part of loving nature in the East is loving forests, and part of forests is streams. And streams like three things. They like to meander, they like shade, and they like to have plants growing on the edge of them. And here in front of me is a small creek on our property. It's pretty close to our actual nursery, and so it allows us to spend time on restoring it. It used to be an agricultural ditch that was channelized, so it was deepened, widened, and straightened, and therefore the water would run off quickly and take sediment with it and create really just kind of a muddy mess. Instead of that, we wanted more of a natural creek, so basically all we did was let the vegetation that falls into it where it lays, and that creates riffles and pools and places for sediment to accumulate and for plants to grow. So not long after we just stopped doing what the previous people did, which was cleaned up, and I'll put that in quotes, the vegetation, that the logs and trees and so forth that fell in the creek, we just leave them lay there, and you can see that that has created a very different condition than something that is a ditch. So I'll zoom in here. Well, I don't need to zoom in. You can see in front of me there's an old log, and then the tree that was part of that log has fallen across the creek and created a sediment bar, and on that log plants grew. So that what you see there is jewelweed or touch-me-not, which is a native plant that likes kind of shady, forested, moist areas, and that brings up the topic of shade. You can see in the distance it's pretty sunny out, but back here in the forest is a lot of native trees and shrubs that provide shade that cools the water in this little creek and provides a habitat that aquatic critters like. They like a moderate to cool habitat, not a roasting out in the open sun muddy mess habitat that ends up happening when you have an artificial drainage way that's been channelized. So other than leaving the logs fall in the creek, we've also made a few check dams with stones, which serve the same purpose of backing up water, accumulating sediment, and causing the creek to meander back and forth like it used to, like it naturally wants to do. And then we also added a lot of additional native forbs, shrubs, trees, and rushes and sedges, and about anything we can get our hands on in terms of propagules that we can grow out and transplant. So that has, within a few short years, turned this muddy drainage way into a babbling brook that you can see here. So again, creeks like to meander, they like shade, and they like to be vegetated. So if you have a creek that is in need of that kind of help and you want advice or plants, connect with us at www.thecommonmilkweed.com.